2 for Hawkeye has been greenlit after Jeremy Renner's near-death experience. Was it last year, I think? And he's recovered, and I think he's doing more. Mayor of Kingstown, is that his show? He's out doing stuff. He's out doing a show. But the rumor is that it will focus on Clint's brother, Barney. His name is Barney Barton, if you will, as the villain. And the rumor is to keep costs low on this while doing it, that Kate and Clint will be trapped in one location, and it'll be very similar to the Raid movies, which I think would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, that formula we've seen work a couple times now. I mean, obviously the Raid movies, but the first one that comes to mind for me is the oh my gosh, just gonna totally blank on it.
Judge Dredd.
Yeah, Judge Dredd. Thank you.
Because I was thinking Judge Dredd. I was like Judge Dredd's the other one that worked out in this situation.
So bringing along the amateur or the inexperienced individual and going through tests and tribulations inside a single building. I mean that movie was excellent. My concern would be carrying that on through an entire season as opposed to a 2.5 hour movie.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. Like, how do you make that work? And I was kind of thinking about this because, for those who a lot of people don't know, I barely knew, but Clint's brother Barney, they grew up together. So, like, Hawkeye, his archery skills, like, where he learned them, his brother had them as well. Like, when they were, like, I guess thieves as, like, a younger people when they ran away from home or something like that. So I think, having someone maybe with a similar skill set as Clint, with 3 archers is maybe too much, but like maybe in the comic books they were both circus actors, like they would use their skills at like the circus when they were running away. So like maybe it is like a carnival location rather than just a building. Like it's not just a building. Like imagine something like, hey, there's a bunch of traps here, and this is our Clint. This is our past. We're gonna learn more about how he grew up rather than kind of going forward. So I think there could work in those situations. But I agree with you. If it's just one building for 6 hours, that's not very cool, is it?
Yeah.
Do
you know who they cast as Barney?
No. This is very rumored to be greenlit still.
Okay.
So.
Oh, okay.
But I have no qualms with continuing the Hawkeye series. I think if again under the television brand going forward, using television people instead of movie people, this can work out really well in their favor. And
yeah, I mean the Hawkeye show I thought had some good bones to it, but I think it was slightly a victim of like what you were saying, being run like a movie production rather than a television show. Yeah. But it was one that was like I would put it, if there was a category of like salvageable, it would be in that one.
It had a lot of great people. Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop is a great casting choice. I think she is just she kills that. To bring back in Florence Pugh as Yelena for an episode or two was really good. And this was the first real, I guess, thing that had the Kingpin right as the villain. And Echo even came out of here. Like it necessarily Hawkeye wasn't the highlight of his own show. It was everybody else around him that really kind of stand out to me for it. So
yeah, and it looks like they're adding in Tony Dalton, who's a really good actor. And he's going to appear in the series as well.
He was in the first one, right?
I'm sorry. I am looking at the first one.
Yeah.
I'm a fool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. If we get more information, absolutely. But I can see some of those characters kind of carrying over.
Yes.
With that. Moving on to our show image topic of the day. This is definitely the most interesting one for me.